talk about our assignment. So we have a budgeting assignment. Part A is due in week 10, so it'll be due your whatever last lesson that you come to me, because I need to see a copy. You guys can read that section there by yourselves, but make sure as you're doing it you highlight any sort of relevant points. But in terms of what's due next week is this section here, part A, as you are to design the floor plan of a house of your dreams to scale, using any dimensions you like, but it must fit on a 600 square meter rectangular block of land, okay, which measures 20 by 30. My imagination's that's 20 meters of frontage and 30 meters of length, okay, so is that clear what that means by 20 meters of frontage and 30 meters of length? Cool. It can be done using Word, Google SketchUp, see below for instructions. Other classes, apparently someone asked if they could do it by hand. If you'd prefer to do it by hand, then go, by all means do it by hand. Yeah, you can hand it in by hand as well. So what I'll do after I debrief you here, I'll get some graph paper for some people if they want to do it. But because it's to be done nicely, you have to use rulers and like pencil. Like I don't want to see you guys go like scratchy lines or anything like that. Anyway, correct labels, dimensions, scale, accuracy will be assessed, and you're only concerned with the floor plan, not too much the design of the house. Okay. And then here's part B. I'll just read the entire assignment through for you. But this part, from part B onwards, you'll be expected to do that over the school holidays. Okay. So part B reads: you're researching the costs associated with your floor plan, by assessing the cost of materials and providing evidence of cost. Hardware store advertisements, newspapers, internet. All wet areas should be tiled. Okay, so you need to put tiling in the bathroom, for example. And at least 3 different types of materials should be used. So like you can use carpet, you can use timber, you have to use tiles. And you can choose which one you choose to use, because there'll be different types of tiles, etc. Listed on a separate page on your final document. Part C reads spreadsheets. You need to design a spreadsheet in Excel, probably easiest, but you could use Google Sheets if you prefer to calculate the cost of the flooring, showing the rooms and the areas in other rooms. So like specify this room, and then you want to put down like the area, like what is the area of this room, and then you show me the calculation as well. Then you want to show me what type of floor you're using. Do you guys need an example of what it would look like in Excel? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Let's look it up. It's slow today. What? Yep.
By 3 different materials, can I do wood, carpet, and tile?
Yeah, that's fine. That is 3 different materials. So I would say room. You can go area calc, and then area. Whoops. Area. Then what did we say again? Material. So if we go flooring. What you'll find is that, let's say this one's like bedroom 1, and then we say like kitchen, for example. As you can see here, this is kind of breaching this cell here. So if you click towards the top, you can kind of just move it across. So I just like move it across, so each room has enough space. Same with the area calc, right? Don't put an equal sign. If you put an equal sign in, you work it out. So let's pretend I'd like a 4 by like 5, right? That just gives me 20, which really isn't helpful. I would actually like to see that you multiplied 4 times by 5. So just leave it as 4 times 5, the equal symbol. And whereas this one for the area, you can actually just go equals 4 times by 5, and then there. And the flooring, we can say like, I don't know, let's put carpet in the bedroom, which seems reasonable. And then you like cost, and you can say it would be good for you to show me the cost calculation as well here as well. You know, like 20 is the area, and we multiply it by, I don't know, maybe it's like $10 carpet or something like that. Okay, and then so we'd refer to this as cost calc, and then this one here is actual just cost. Okay, and this one here is what, 200. You don't even need to do that one. Any questions about this? No. So yeah, we're just making sure that you guys know how to use Excel. If you're super struggling, try to refer to the internet. Okay, if you want to use like ChatGPT for like this formatting, go ahead. There's no stopping me, and like I wouldn't be able to prove it otherwise. But formulas like this will be assessed on your exam, so it's in your best interest to actually know how to do this as well, just as a heads up. Yeah. Beyond that,
we find the costs of everything.
oh, just look it up.
Oh,
Just like,
so we
I
actually
don't
have
know.
to look it up.
Yeah, like
We
go
have to
cut.
provide
Yeah, go to.
references.
I will get to that. I haven't fully read the thing, but like, yeah, go to Carpical or something. Okay, you can't reach it here, but you can do it somewhere else. Yeah, source for your costing. Yes, you need to put that in there. There you go. Cost of flooring covering each room and area. Assume installation covering adds 40% to the cost, unless you're able to specify the actual installation cost. Maybe it's on their website. Maybe it's not. Collaboration is encouraged, but the design, spreadsheet layout, and material costing should be uniquely yours, as you can read it. Part D, floor covering budget. Once the budget spreadsheet has been constructed, you are to determine if your floor plan fits within your budget of $9,000. It probably won't. You need to adjust your original floor plan, the sizes of your rooms, and the number of rooms you have, or maybe you need a cheaper option. Okay. My assumption is that both of these processes need to be documented. Yes, they do. Okay, so you need to give like the original one that you did, then you reference whether it costs more than $9,000, and if it does, then you need to do another one.
If it doesn't.
If it doesn't, I will need to get back to you on that one, because this seems relatively vital in terms of reassessing things. Great question though. Yes.
So like the adding 40% to the cost, does that mean 40% to every like flooring type or just in total?
Each flooring type, but total would be the same thing.
So like not per room but just per that type of flooring.
Correct, but as you do the calculation, if you did per room or if you did it for the material, it would give you the same result. Part E, evaluating your final product. Give detailed answers to the following. How did you go about changing your original design to come meet your $9,000 budget? That seems relatively vital. List the changes you made to your original design. Conclude your investigation by evaluating the quality of design and any budgeting issues. Here is how you can do it using Word. So this is like if you can't be bothered drawing something, you can make boxes. What is this? This is like Windows like XP or something. This must be a very old assignment. And then you can alter the sizes. Is anybody interested in making one on Word? All right, cool. I'm not going through it then. Here is an example of someone who's made theirs through Word, which looks fine. They've just made like a block, but it's just an assignment. We're just trying to see if you can figure out like the maths behind it. Using Excel, oh, it's right here. Look at that. Width. Okay, so that's probably better than what I did. Room, length, width, area, so forth. Okay, it shows you how to actually do the maths. If you want to learn how to do, if you want to use, the spreadsheet skills, there's as you can scroll there. And then there's Google SketchUp. Is anyone going to use this? This looks pretty cool. Maybe you had free time. No, probably not. Yeah, makes sense. I'll have to get back to you on whether it's important, but considering there's a part E where you need to reference your original budget versus the 9,000 and you talk about it extensively, I would assume that you'd probably need to make something ostentatious and then
Change it.
yeah,
Well,
change
so
it to be
you have
something more.
So you have to do it all, make it go up 9,000, and you have to redo everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
how do we present this all? Do we just present it all on like a big Word document?
I would prefer it would be on a Word document, yes.
Like print it off.
Yes.
Do you have to make changes or?
Yes. That's because the way I'm reading part E is a lot of it is about redesigning it. So I'd imagine yes that you'd need to do that. Cool. Any further questions? Yes.
When is each part due?
So part A due next week. Well, it's as late as possible. For you, it's Wednesday, Thursday. Everybody else, Friday. If you are coming to school on Friday.
I have maths on Thursday.
Okay, well, come find me in the office or something like that. Friday for everybody else. If you're coming to school on Friday, I hope you are. And then part B through to part E is due in week 1. First lesson. The remaining parts are due the first lesson of term 2. Of course, my DMs are open. My emails are open as well. So you can email or DM me. If you have questions, I will be on my computer at least once a day. So, expect at least maximum 48-hour turnaround and questions. If you miss me. Any further questions? No.